Hello everyone, my name is Ashlyn and today I'm going to be talking to you about the 19 things that I have learned in my 19 years of life. So, it's my birthday today, well it should be by the time this is uploaded, and happy birthday to myself, hooray. I'll be 19 years of age, which is terrifying to me, just the concept of aging, just terrifying anyway. But yeah, this 18th to 19th year of my life has been absolutely crazy. I've learned so much about myself. I've went to university for my first year, so that opened my eyes to a lot of new experiences and new things, and a lot of things happened that isn't usually someone's, first year of uni experience. But yeah, if you know me well enough then you'll know exactly what I'm talking about, but I won't bore you with all the details. So I've definitely learned a lot, and I think I've got some valuable information that I can pass on to you. And should we get started? Yeah, whatever started anger ends in regret. This is like something that I've kind of carried with me throughout, not necessarily just this year, but quite a few years back. I kind of picked this up somewhere along the way and thought that it was like a really interesting concept, and it's something that's so true. If you're like in an angry state of mind or in an angry mood, whatever decision you make from that point isn't going to be like a decision that you're gonna think, oh, that was a great decision, I'm so glad I made that one. Like, you're just gonna regret it, whatever it is. So if you ever feel yourself getting angry, or you're gonna be in a situation where you're gonna get angry, just leave the situation as soon as you can, because you're gonna make a decision that you're gonna really regret in the future. If you can't leave it, then just don't let it make you angry somehow. I don't have all the answers, I just have a few. So the next one is fight for what you believe in. Now this is like just basically, yeah, just fight for what you believe in. If you have like an issue or a topic and like there's not enough people behind it who are fighting for it and who believe in it, you need to do that, because you don't know how many people out there in the universe are doing it. But in the same way, if there's quite a few people who are like really into this issue or topic, blah blah blah, that you're interested in, then your influence is only going to add to that strength, and it's just going to make it, even easier to fight for what you believe in. So it's definitely valuable to fight for what you believe in. However, life's about balance, right? So you need to fight for what you believe in, but also learn when it's best to do that and when not to do that. So my other one is pick your battles. These all kind of tie in together, these three. And life's about balance, so you should always know when's best to fight for what you believe in and when you should just a little bit, because sometimes people don't want a person who's always going on about the same thing and is really passionate about it, because yeah, that's great, but you don't want to talk about it all the time, because it just gets repetitive and people won't take you as seriously as you need to be taken. So pick your battles and learn when's best to fight for what you believe in, and kind of balance out your life. Like it's fine. You don't need to fight all the time, just fight when you think it's necessary. My next one is you can't please everyone. So don't try to please everyone, because there will be people that hate you in this world and there's nothing you can do about it. You can be as nice as you can. You can be the most kindest, gentlest, wonderfulest person, but there'll be one person that just doesn't like you. That's fine, just accept it, because you can't please everyone. You just can't please everyone. Seriously, I've tried. When I was younger, I really tried to not make everyone like me, but I kind of had this thought in my head that like, well, I can be friends with everyone, like it's fine, like I'll just be friends with everyone, I'll please them all, it'll just be great. No, because even though I tried my best, there was still some people who just didn't like me, and that's fine, because if you're not their kind of person, they're probably not your kind of person either, so just leave it, it's fine. Okay, treat people how you want to be treated. You get taught this from like age 0. I know I did anyway. It was always instilled into me. Treat people how you want to be treated. So if you put out a kind, gentle, lovely, warm energy out into the universe, it's going to be coming back to you straight away. Just treat people how you want to be treated, because it'll come back to you eventually. So yeah, just be nice. Even if you're horrible, just be nice anyway. Okay, cool. Okay, we've got that sorted. When you're having a conversation, listen to listen. Don't listen to respond, right? This is like something that my dad shares on Facebook all the time because he likes Buddhist like memes, so he shares them. One of them is always like, listen to listen and not respond. If you're having a conversation and you're sitting there with someone and you're just listening to say something back to them, you're not actually listening to what they're saying, you're not getting any value from the conversation. They will be sitting there thinking, alright, this person keeps interrupting me because they're not they don't know when I'm finished and just want to respond, and it's just boring, and you're not going to build any relationships that have like proper value to them because you're just going to be sitting there like wanting to respond. Like, the world's not all about you guys, just like chill out. Okay, this one ties in directly with it. Silence is powerful. Yeah, it's so important to just be quiet sometimes, like it really is, especially over this year because I do theatre and psychology. The power of silence in like a piece of theatre is like so juicy and gorgeous. Like, there's just something that's like so, when there's like tension, it's just great. And like, I feel like that can be applied to real life too. Like, it's so important just to sit there and just like bask. If you're in a kind of group situation or party situation, it's okay just to sit back and just observe and just learn about the people around you and just take in the atmosphere, because it'll make you feel a bit happier. If it's a good party, well, it should make you feel happier. I can't say for shit parties, but you know, if you're in a really great environment, you're going to soak that all in. It's going to make you feel all happy and lovely. So just like be quiet for a bit. You don't have to talk, like it's fine, just shh. Silence is powerful. Okay, this one's kind of silly, but it's something that I just totally believe. Certain albums, songs or singles, whatever, will come into your life to help you through certain situations. I just think, praise hallelujah, praise the Spotify gods, that just is true. It's so true. Like, I can find an album or a song and it'll instill so many memories in me because I used it at a certain time. It's usually when I go through like a shit time, I put my headphones in and just like listen. But there's just certain albums and songs that I can just put to certain moments. I think that's so powerful and like so nice to have. Here's another one. Life happens and it's usually unfair. Just saying. Sorry to put a damper on the mood, but it really does. Like, life happens. Whether or not you're this amazing, like I said, kind, gentle, positive, warm, friendly, you know, someone who just listens to people and is kind and caring, life will still happen to you and things will just be so unfair and you just think, why me? Why am I put into this situation? It's just how life is, I'm afraid. It's just, life just happens to you and it's just unfair. Okay, forgive, don't forget, just learn. Oh yeah. Little twist on a classic there, but you know, you should always forgive people. If someone hurts you or does you wrong, it is better for you to forgive them than it is to like hold a grudge, because holding a grudge is just like carrying around this dark heavy cloud that just like rains on your shoulder all the time and reminds you of this terrible awful time, and you don't really need that. It's not useful to you, it's not helpful. So just try and put it to the back of your mind and just not necessarily forget what they did, but just like open your heart up to a bit more love and be like, okay, I'll forgive you. I'm not going to forget what you did. I'm not going to forget that you did me wrong. And in the future, I'm going to approach things a little differently when it comes to you. And you know, if they did you wrong, then the best that they can ask is that you forgive them. Do you know what I mean? That's what they kind of want when they apologise to you. So, you know. Okay. Oh, this is a funny one. Size doesn't matter, guys. Neither does shape, but your health does. Right? It doesn't matter what you look like. It doesn't matter whether you're carrying loads of weight or whether you're carrying loads of muscle, whether you're not carrying any weight or you're not carrying any muscle. You know, it doesn't matter what shape you are, whether you're pear shape, apple shape, whether you're triangle shape. I really don't know. Just like, your health is what's important and your health is what matters. Now, you know me, I'm a chunky girl, but I'm healthy. I've been to doctors and you know, my blood pressure's fine, my heart's fine, my brain, well, it's fine. So even though I'm carrying weight, I'm still healthy. Do you know what I mean? And I know there's some people out there who are like, who look fit but just eat the worst things ever. Just things that you can just see the cholesterol that they're putting in the body, and it makes me so sick. Because alright, obviously getting myself in this situation requires a lot of calories, but I still sometimes like to pretend that I'm healthy and I eat like coleslaw and stuff like that. Do you know what I mean? So just like be aware of your health. It doesn't matter what you look like as long as you're healthy. That's what I always say. Honesty is the best policy. Honesty is the best policy. Yeah, it really is. Just be honest in any situation. If you're ever been caught out and you think, shit, shouldn't have lied about that, just be honest. Everyone will appreciate it. You'll get so much more respect if you're honest straight away than just lying through your teeth of the whole situation. I swear to God. People will respect it. Okay, you might lose some friends because, you know, you've done something wrong and you tried to hide it, blah blah blah, but that's your fault for doing the wrong thing. As long as you were honest, you'll get a little bit of respect of the situation and redeem your character ever so slightly. Just saying. Again, that's something that we get taught from kids, so like people forget that. Regrets. Regrets just weigh so heavy on your mind, like kind of grudges. Like I said, the whole kind of cloud analogy, it's kind of similar for a regret. A regret is like a brick tied to your head that you're like trying to pull through life. You're like, oh, I'm just gonna try and pull this. Yeah, no, just let it go. It's fine. Honestly, it's fine. You can't regret anything because it's just not worth it, because you've already done the thing now. The decision's been made, the action's been put in place, you know, all kind of cause and effect happen, blah blah blah, and you can't go back and change it. We can't time travel yet, so don't bother. Really don't bother. It won't be in our lifetime anyway. Just saying. Money equals trouble. Money equals trouble. There's always a slightly different tension in the air when money comes into things. Like people, right, here's the thing. If you lend money off someone, whether it's £2 or £2,000, that has the same value in someone's brain. And I'm not even joking, I'm being serious. That £2, that £2,000, 20 quid, 5 quid, whatever, that will still have exactly the same value in someone's mind as like any other amount. It seriously will, because money holds such like a heavy ethical code and carries with it so many principles. People really take money seriously, and just here's some advice, right? Don't be the person that when money gets mentioned, everyone goes, oh, not that person. You know, they're always shit with money. Don't be that guy. Don't be that girl. Just don't do it. Seriously, it's not worth it. This is something my mum instilled in me, and my auntie as well. They were just like, don't be that money person. Like, take money seriously, you know, protect your own, that sort of thing. But just don't be the person everyone goes, ugh, when they think of money, because that's just so gross. Just makes me feel a bit, ugh, you know what I mean? Just saying. Just saying. Just saying. Okay, now we'll get into the more serious ones. Okay, so if someone's being mean to you, it usually means that they're unhappy in themselves. What I mean by mean is that someone's just being like nasty on purpose and isn't, you know, there isn't any warranted reason for it. It's usually because they're being really unhappy in themselves. So yeah, just think about that. Don't take it personally if someone's just going out of their way to be nasty to you. It's usually because they're just unhappy in some way. They could be unhappy with you, so try and raise that issue if it's a safe environment to do so. But of the most part, you know, just don't stress. Don't take it too seriously. You know, don't take it to heart. It's fine. This ties in actually. What someone says about someone, right, says a lot more about them than it does the person they're talking about. Let me try and break it down for you. Okay, so say you're having a bitching session and you're bitching about someone or you're gossiping or whatever. Whatever you say about the person you're talking about says a lot more about you than it does about them. Just saying. So I know that if I'm bitching about someone or I'm being really nasty, I'm venting about someone, it's usually because they've done me wrong, or I'm trying to figure out why they've done something, so I need to talk to someone else about it to kind of get it, you know, all kind of ordered up and right in my mind. I go, okay, I get why they've done that now, blah blah blah. Or sometimes sometimes you do need to bitch. Sometimes you need to vent because you want other people to be like, yeah, I've noticed that too, you're not insane. You know what I mean? Sometimes it's useful, but for the most part. But again, this is what I'm saying. All my reasons for talking about someone is usually because there's a problem with me that I need to fix rather than the person that I'm talking about. So yeah, just be aware of that. Whatever you think, believe or feel is only your interpretation of the experience that you're having or the environment that you're in. Yeah? It's only your interpretation, meaning it's not 100% fact. So in a situation, it's usually really important to take everyone's opinion on board and listen to it, because that's everyone's interpretation of what you're doing. And it kind of applies to the whole, you know, if someone's being really mean about you, don't take it personally, because again, that's just their interpretation of what you're doing or how you're being. So you need to take everything with a little pinch of salt, but also don't expect your opinions or your experience to be 100% fact, 100% gospel, because that's not true. You might be missing something from the situation and not understanding something fully enough because you're only interpreting that in a certain way. So your family are people. Newsflash, your family are people, yeah? It makes sense when I say it out loud, but I'm going to explain it and be like, oh yeah. Yeah, your family aren't just labels. They're not just parents, grandparents, cousins, aunties and uncles, siblings, distant family, I don't know. They're not just those labels. They actually are people that have their own interpretation about the world and everything that's going on. They have their own little brains and logics and thinking patterns, and they will make decisions sometimes that hurt you and that decisions that aren't best for you. But you've just got to accept that, because you've got to think, okay, just like I'm a person with thoughts and feelings and you know, interpretations of the world, so are they, and they might not always align with mine, and that's selfish of me to expect everything just to be my way, because say you're the youngest, so you're the daughter, you're the sister, or you know, son or brother or nephew or whatever. You know, you've got to kind of be fair to the situation and think, alright, things might not always go my way, but they don't have to. So yeah, don't expect too much of people, because you know, it doesn't always work out well. Oh my gosh! Okay, so we've gotten through the whole 19 points, 19 things that I have learned in my 19 years of life, and I do think that's basically summed up everything that I can possibly say. Yeah, thank you guys so much for watching. If you made it through this entire video, please give it a little thumbs up, let me know if you enjoyed it, or if you have any feedback, because again, this is my very first video, so I would love some feedback. You know, feedback or anything that you've learned in your, you know, however many years of life. I would love to hear them down below. I think that'd be so interesting. You know, start a conversation, it's all good, it's all fine. Yeah, so if you want to see more from me and more from my channel, don't forget to subscribe. It's somewhere around the place. Any other suggestions for any video ideas, anything you'd like to see me do, please comment them down below as well. Yeah, that's all I can say. Thank you so much for watching. Oh my gosh, it's exciting to finish my first video. Now I've got to edit the whole thing. Oh my gosh. Right, I'm going to have to go now. So, thanks again. Bye! Boom. Life advice for all people. I don't know either.